Hello, this is Randy Adams. Thank you for tuning in to AM 630 The Word. We're going to have a good show today. I hope I make a difference in your life. I want to be the best I can be at teaching you the good, the bad, and the ugly about the car business, and also having you the whole armor of God so you can protect yourself, protect your budget, protect your money, and make wise decisions biblically on buying and selling cars. Very important today because I'm going to tell you the world is against you, and you need the Holy Spirit to lead and guide you. Hello, this is Randy Adams, learntobuyandSellCars.com. Thank you, God bless you. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're enjoying life. I hope you're enjoying your car, your truck that you're making payments on. Man, the best kind of car is paid for car, I'm telling you. You know, and like I always say, there's only two kinds of cars, a Ford and can't afford. Man, them can't affords are miserable. And you got to listen to your wife's telling you not to buy it. Whew, mercy me. I've heard that before. You shouldn't have bought that hot rod. You can afford it, but man, you don't need it. Well, I mean, sometimes we do things we don't want to do. Man, I mean, Paul talked about it in Romans, and it's so true. Why do I do what I don't want to do? And, you know, and hey, after we got possession of it, man, it's too late. So, you know, I want to be the best I can be. I want to use my money wisely. And so, you know, just like I've talked before about a person that called me about, he owned a car that he was paying Gap on at $80 a month. Man, at 72 months, that's over $5,000 for something he should have owned for, you know, $1,000, maybe $1,200. Do you like giving your money away to a car dealer? The big secret. Man, they figure out what you don't know, and then they sell you, and they hammer you. You got to be prepared mentally, physically, spiritually for a battle for your money. That's why my show is so popular with so many people, because I try to educate you. I try to teach you the good, the bad, and the ugly about the car business. I'm going to tell you the big secrets, you know, the big secret in how much money they make and how they love you. Oh, they love you and they mistreat you and they put you in debtor's prison. Oh, they love you and there's 26 ways of making money on you. Oh, they love you. Come on back next time so I can unbury you and double bury you this time. And that's what it is. This gentleman didn't know. They told him, said, you know, you don't have enough down, and he did. You don't have enough down. They lied to him. And he was paying $80 extra a month on Gap. And I said, you're already in better shape than most people. You don't really need Gap, and sometimes Gap's needed, especially when you're drowned. You go into another loan, and you have to stack it on top of the last loan, and it snowballs, and you still owe a lot of money. And then here's the interest. Good thing the interest rate has come down some. And it's getting better. But hey, my theory is if you have money, you should earn good interest on it. But these banks who get bailed out all the time by the Federal Reserve, oh, I'm telling you, if that isn't a joke, man. Well, I keep telling you, in 2018, November, they told the nation we bailed the banks out at $750 billion. Well, they were wrong. It was $3 trillion. Hey, you ever roll around and see how many gorgeous $10, $20 million, $30 million buildings? Hey, and some of these credit unions, $50 and $100 million buildings. What does it cost? How much taxes are they paying on that? Do they get a break? I don't get a break on my taxes. And so they must make a lot of money on interest. But let me tell you something. Some of the credit unions, some of the lenders are taking a hit, man. There's so many repos in every direction. I was at the big auction the other day, and I asked them, I said, what are we doing about Christmas? Well, we're running on Monday because Christmas falls on, Wednesday and Thursday and messes everything up. So, hey, that's all right with me. I love Christmas. I need to tell you about inner healing in Christmas because growing up I had bad Christmases. Yeah. And so my ex-wife said, you teach inner healing and you're depressed during Christmas. Maybe you need to work on yourself on inner healing about Christmas. Well, I went to strong prayer and deep thought and deep childhood, and just because that's part of inner healing. Man, I got deep into it, and I realized that my dad would promise to come home for Christmas and wouldn't do it. Promised we was going to get all this stuff. My mom supported us. My dad, he was a partier. He enjoyed life to the max. Anyway, so I figured out, the Lord revealed to me that he wasn't showing up when I was young. And I carried that on in my adulthood. So I asked Jesus Christ to forgive me. I forgave my dad. Now I love Christmas. So the general manager or assistant general manager was asking me, he said, "You going to be here the 22nd and the 29th?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, the big banks and credit unions want to dump, man. They want out of their trap. They want to write off all they can for 25. I don't blame them. I understand the program. And the market is down. If you want to buy a car, you got to do it in the next 30 days. About the middle of 15th, I guess, of January, about the 15th, it's going to jump back up a little bit. Not as much as it was. We got more. You noticed all the car lots? Man, they got so many. They don't even have any customer parking. They got so many. I mean, every lot is stacked. I see some guys got spare lots rent. Hey, I got a couple of my lots full, and it's just happened. We're rocking and rolling, and all of a sudden we're buying with both hands, and it slows down a little bit. It always slows down Thanksgiving and Christmas, And then we had a slow market turn. It should have dropped, I guess, October 1st, but it did November 1st. That caught us in a little bit. But you know what? The worm has turned. Hey, reverse the roles. Man, they're sitting on too many cars. Why? And I've explained this. Sellable cars. Some stuff is super cheap, but not sellable. That's why even the salvage yards have backed up because they were buying so much. The quality of cars not there. Got called from a banker trying to help one of his customers. She has a late model Hyundai, got a few miles on it, and the motor's gone. I said, "Hey, she got all the worth out of that car." "Well, she needs another." "Do you put another motor in it?" No. Costs too much money. That's why I sell the best warranty I've seen in 40 years. That's right. I sell the best warranty, and you get a price directly from the warranty company, not Randy Adams, not a trained assassin. No, you don't. You get it directly from the warranty company. And they'll finance it, and they'll sell it to anybody in the United States. We've sold one in Hawaii, a bunch of them up in Nebraska and Iowa, and all up in there. But, it's the best insurance. Hey, parts are high, if you can get them. Labor's high. It's gone way up. And everybody I talk to, man, they need help. They need help, and so we fight this situation. That's why you need to go to randyadamsinc.com, press where it says warranty, fill out your information. You get a price directly from the warranty company, not Randy Adams. I don't give prices. I can help. We have an 800 number, and we got a account manager that'll help you also. And we have stopped some double dipping from new car dealers. Yeah, we sold a dually that we sold extended warranty, and a year later the transmission went out. Sent it to a Dodge dealer, and they wanted to charge $7,800 for a used transmission. Is that crazy? Or am I crazy? I think somebody's crazy. Anyway, and so we found out about it, and they tell the customer, "Oh, the warranty's not covering it." Well, they were lying. They were going to double dip. They were going to charge the customer $78, and then they were going to charge the extended warranty $78. So we got on it, me and my account manager. We got a Jasper rebuilt 3-year unlimited miles for $5,800, and the warranty company paid for it. Well, the Dodge store, they wasn't happy. Another Ford store tried to do something else on an Expedition, and they were charging $1,400 for a $700 job. We got on it. Told him the customer, hey, they're not paying the $1,200. You got to pay the $1,200. They were going to double dip there. That happens. You need somebody on your team. So go to randyadamsinc.com, press where it says warranty. Hey, fill out your information. That's right, fill it out. And, hey, you get a price directly from the warranty company, and they'll finance it. Tell your double first cousin up in Montana. We even go to Montana. Well, I mean Hawaii. That's a long way off. Anyway, so, cars, I was listening to Bloomberg Business Channel. I like listening to all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm a radio hound. I'm going to tell you the truth. So anyway, I'm listening to Bloomberg, and they got a car show deal on there. And they had this expert on there. And, hey, I'm going to tell you, for once, he is pretty sharp. He's a pretty good expert. I thought pretty highly of him after I listened to him for a while. And he's saying similar to what I've said. Engineers are building these cars, maybe not to break, but not to last as long. And they're using inferior material, and they're designing them where after 3 or 4 years, you start to spend the money. Just to give you an example, they ran a low miles 12 high-dollar Mercedes through the auction Wednesday. I'm standing there. I had a little interest, even though I'm scared of Mercedes like a snake. Man, they'll bite you and they'll hurt you. And I'm going to tell you, sometimes they'll kill you. I don't know. So anyway, I'm watching this car come through, and it's a 14 model, and it's low miles. And it's green light drive. In other words, you can drive it and check that there's nothing wrong with it. Whew, mercy. 6,000, 5,000. They got down to 4,000. Nobody bought it. Are we scared of the German-made cars, European-made cars? And the expert was saying, you start to spend a bunch of money on parts, labor, everything, on these German-built cars, European-built cars. And I got news for you. Put American-built cars in there in the middle of it, too. We're having all kinds. The quality's not there. They figured out years ago that the way they keep these dealers healthy and rich is parts, service, and body shop, if they have a body shop. And so what happens is you run it through there. I tell a story, I might as well tell it again because I love it. I drove the car 20,000 miles. Gentleman in New Braunfels, 93 years old, goes and gets a car serviced at where he'd bought it new. It was a 97 model. This was 2 years ago. So this was in 23. And he'd bought it new there, getting it serviced. They told him, said, you're about to spend $10,000, $11,000 on this car. You might look at it buying a new one. So, well, if I got to spend that kind of money on one, I might as well quit driving. I've got 3 children who live in New Braunfels, and they want me to quit driving because I can't see. Can you imagine a service rider in San Antonio, and the man drove from New Braunfels to San Antonio and can't see? He said, well, sir, this car's going to need a lot of work. He said, hey, I am too, but I'm going to go home, and I guess I'll sell it. So he went home, told his son, said, this is what they said, got to spend $10,000, $11,000 on it. He said, well, we need to sell it, and, you know that we'll take you to a doctor's appointment, we'll help you get groceries, we'll do whatever you need, Dad. He said, okay. So he brings me the car, and he tells me the story. I look at the car, go around the block. I don't see hardly anything wrong with it. I like the car. It's like, hey, it's like in the box, brand new, man. And it's my kind of car. I like the Motown cars. I love Lincoln Town cars. I've got one now that I love. I bought off of a Cornerstone member, a church member, that a good friend of mine I know, Boots. And so I make him an offer on the car, and he sells me the car. He said, well, let's go get the title at home. It's over there by New Braunfels High School. It's where my dad lives. And he told me, he said, we're selling it because my dad can't see anymore. I said, oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, I said, and he drove it to San Antonio and back. He said, yeah. He said, but, he's one of them slow pokes, and everybody's honking at him, but he don't pay attention to him, He said, and he goes to back roads. He's in no hurry. He said it takes him about 2 hours to get where he's going, 2 hours to get back. He said, but, that's the way it goes on that situation. So we pull up to his house, and he's in the garage with a table saw. I said, hey, man, I thought you told me he couldn't see. Oh, he can't see but about 20 feet. So I bought the car. I drove it. And, I mean, it got 20 miles to the gallon. It's comfortable. I liked it. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, when you drive one of them old town cars, the police think you're an old person. They leave you alone. I like that part, too. But anyway, after about 20,000 miles, Buddy comes up and he sells me this truck, good, faithful radio listener. And he said, man, I love your show, but here I need to sell this truck. So I was buying the truck, and he said, oh, by the way, you ain't got a good transportation car. My wife's pretty good size. We need a good, big car. We live out in the country. She's a nurse downtown. I want something safe that get her back and forth to work, but I don't want to spend any money. So I said, well, I got this Lincoln. Let me tell you the story. Bought it with 93,000 miles. Now it's pushing 115,000 miles. I put over 20,000 miles on it. I said, but it's a good car, but here's what they told the guy that he was about to spend 10, 11. I ain't spend a dime on it, and I don't see anything wrong with it. He buys the car. The other day, he calls me and says, hey, I need a 3/4 ton truck again, and you got anything that's cheap? And I said, well, I've got a couple of units, maybe it'll work. And he said, hey, I'm going to tell you, might need a car for my wife. I said, really? I said, is it broke down? He said, no, I ain't spend no money on it. But she's put 20,000 miles on it. And, now it's sitting at, 135. And how much longer will it last? I said, well, if there's nothing wrong with it, keep driving it. I said, them on town cars, I've had a bunch of them with 200,000 miles and they're still going. It depends on the truth. I mean, sometimes hey, I'm going to tell the truth no matter what. I'm going to tell you the way it is. I'm going to tell you if it's a bargain, and that's why it's cheap, because it's got these problems. But see, when you know the truth and you don't tell it, is that a lie? Well, yeah. You think car dealers are that way? New car dealers? You're going to love this car forever. It's going to keep its value. Man, it's a great, great deal. I'm cutting you the best deal you're going to find. You don't need to go nowhere else. And we got the best financing. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes they use your good credit to pull in to get another one with bad credit, another deal bought with bad credit. I don't want nobody using my good credit to get somebody financed with bad credit, but they bundle them up. Hey, that's why I'm working with a company that wants to sign up with credit unions and good lending banks to keep their customers, because, here they are. They take care of these customers, and then their customer wanders into a car lot, and what happens? Oh, man. Hey, they're going to use your credit. They're going to use and abuse you. They're going to tell you got the best interest rate. I'd rather do business with somebody I can trust. So anyway, this credit union's putting a deal together to keep credit unions where they're good customers. That's right, where they don't wander off to a new car dealership where they steal them and put them under who they want them to. Who's got the hot deals? Who's paying me the most? How much money can I make? And that costs you money in the long run. Nothing's free in the car business. I guarantee you nothing. If they're working you, they're working for their gain. Hey, and when they sign you up with bank, credit union, wherever it is, they get paid from the bank, credit union, and they dance to the bank. You think they're building these $40, $50 million, $60 million dealerships, paying $100 million, $200 million for dealerships? One in Austin sold for $250 million, and they didn't even get the buildings or the dirt. They just got the franchise. Are they cash cows? You got to be prepared, mentally, physically, spiritually, for a battle for your money. You got a target. You got a target on your back and a dollar sign on your front, and they smile at you and tell you how much they love you, how they're going to give you the best deal. You can't believe the deals we got going on right now. I helped a gentleman get a new truck the other day. He said, I hate walking into dealerships. I hate it. I hate what they try to do. I can see the lies. I can see how they're trying to take advantage of me, and how they don't know me. If I can't make a payment. He said, and he's right, he wrote a check for the truck. No problem at all. But man, there's so many people, that's right, so many, that don't want to walk into a dealership. Because let me tell you something, education matters when you walk into a dealership. Experience matters. I've had so many people call me and say, thank you for what you've taught me. I've done business with the same dealership for 20 years, and you know what? They keep hammering me. Every 3-5 years, I go back in there. I owe more than what I should on my vehicle. They don't give me nothing for it. Just to give you an example, I was helping somebody else get a vehicle, and any vehicle that hits their lot, they figured $1,000 pack. So if they're going to give you $8,000, let's say, for your vehicle, and it costs them $1,000 pack, they have to put on it because they call that expenses for owning your car. They're going to give you $7,000. And sometimes there's $2,000 packs, so they're going to give you $6,000. So that's why so many people sell me their vehicle. And sometimes I tell them, hey, you got to trade it in because you're saving tax money. People don't understand tax money. Let me explain it to you so you understand exactly what's going on. You've already paid tax on the car you're trading. So you paid, I had a 23 model car the other day that had been bought and sold 4 times. How many times did they collect on that tax? What's the government doing with all that money? Man, I'm going to tell you, and you're talking about it wasn't a cheap car. I mean, I sold it for $30,000. The person that bought it, had to pay $2,000 in tax, not counting transfer and everything else. So, you've paid on that vehicle you own. And so the one you're buying, you shouldn't pay tax on it. So if your car's worth $10,000 and you're buying a $20,000 car, you pay tax on $10,000, the difference between the one you own and the one you're buying. A lot of people don't understand that. And I'm Randy Adams, learntobuyandSellCars.com. I buy the good, the bad, and the ugly. I haven't given my phone number out. And you can call me anytime, 830-708-4789. Get pen and paper. I'll give you that number in just a minute again. That's 830-708-4789. Hey, and get a free iHeart app. That's right. Get a free iHeart app and look up Learn to Buy and Sell Cars and listen to my podcast. I got about 80 on there. If you want to get the newest ones, you've got to go down to the bottom of the list, but that's all right. But I teach the good, the bad, and the ugly about the car business. You need to be educated. You need to be prepared for a battle for your budget, your money, your lifestyle, every available dollar. So I want you to know exactly what's going on. So get a free iHeart app. Look up LearnToBuyAndSellCars.com. Tell your friends and neighbors. They say I'm educational and entertaining. I want to teach you the good, the bad, and the ugly about the car business. I want you to be prepared. I want you to spend the money wisely. A good deal starts with a good car. And like I said, hey, there's only 2 kinds of cars, afford and can't afford. Man, them can't affords. But anyway, we're working on a lot of new stuff, a lot of stuff going on in my life. I want to be the best person I can be. Hey, I pay for this radio show. It comes out of Back Pocket National. And they don't pay me. People think they pay me to be here. Ain't nothing free in the car business. Ain't nothing free in the radio business either. I guarantee you. So, hey, tell 20 people Randy Adams he wants to buy your car, your truck, your house, your land. I got developers. I got stuff working all the time. But I buy the good, the bad, and the ugly. Bought several vans from a company with one with a bad engine, one with a bad transmission. Working on another deal with a couple of same situations with another company. Hey, if you got a company you need to get rid of, hey, Elite Landscaping. Great company, run right. Brian's a great guy. Man, we bought 4 units off of him. Real professional. Has a successful business, Elite Landscaping in San Antonio on West Avenue. Love doing business with him. It's fun doing business. It's truthful and takes care of things and does things right. Hey, tell 20 people, Randy Adams wants to buy your car, your house, vans, whatever, any condition, wrecks. We subject to buy anything. We're buying a lot of Ford diesels with bad motors and bad fuel systems. So keep that in mind, So, hey, call me anytime, 830-708-4789. Probably 98% of my business is giving free advice out. But that's all right. I want to give back. Jesus Christ changed me from a taker to a giver, and I want to give back. I want to help you any way that I can. Thank you for listening. Tell 20 people to listen to my radio show. Hey, and if you got any concrete work or slab or need a cement pump truck, I've got one for sale. I buy anything that doesn't eat. Man, I'm auction to tell you that. So, hey, give me a call, 830-708-4789. Hey, get ready for Christmas. Don't be down about it. Don't get depressed. Hey, forgive anybody in the past during Christmas because, hey, the joy of the Lord's in our heart and our smile. I want to be the best. I want to enjoy Christmas. I want to give. I want to love. I want to be there for people. So bless you and your family for Christmas. Hey, and let's have a happy new year. Let's do things right. Let's do things truthful and honest. God bless you. Call me anytime, 830-708-4789.